exits that are located all around the floor being passed by without having been noticed. This is because maybe the movement of people in close proximity attracts the user's attention. We also tested workers. Appropriate communication during emergency is essential for guiding quickly occupants out of a building. So we asked workers to recall the location of emergency exits too, and the interesting result is that some workers recalled exits that were near offices and drop-off. This means that in case of emergency, if workers indicate emergency exit using that landmarks, maybe the clients couldn't be able to quickly find the location of these exits because they are probably not aware of where these exits effectively are. The cognitive mapping tests have been important to understand the critical element of the built environment and include human behavior inside. The case that in all three cases, almost 80% of respondents said that they didn't have an idea of the location of emergency exit or how to behave effectively in case of emergency is an important consideration for properly designing wayfinding gas devices. Also, if we consider that clients are routine users of these buildings, and routine users are supposed to know by familiarity how to behave in case of a real emergency. So, from a designer point of view, designers should be able to create a more distinguishable environment by increasing landmark identifiability. Good wayfinding design leads the users to navigate in the environment without an effort and to quickly find the location, for example, of emergency exits. If the location of emergency exits are well stored in one's head, it is easier for the people to spot the exact location of an alternative exit, for example, in case of low visibility due to fire or smoke. So, in order to design better wayfinding devices, we need to act on architectural egress systems like exits, paths, and signs. If we take into consideration the element being caused, the only information that are given to the designer to design these facilities are that exits should be at least 120 centimeters wide, and that should be reasonably opposed without taking into consideration human wayfinding or human behavior in fire. So how can we improve these landmarks identifiability by, for example, the use of color or through the use of particular graphics, or there is the possibility to adopt light system to highlight which emergency exit to use and which not. Or we can again use for paths color, or more importantly, we can use light. Light has ability to catch the user's attention through flashing and to be visible through smoke. Or as regards size, we can use color coding, associating different behavior to different colors, or a system that projects lighting information, so we can change the type of information projected due to the needs, always taking into consideration that signs must be collocated inside the visual field, because people don't perceive anything that is outside the visual field, even if we consider that in an emergency situation they are running. There are future developments, in my opinion. We need to test the effectiveness of the proposed wayfinding devices. Then to develop and propose wayfinding devices for rescuers and to focus on wayfinding devices for people with specific needs like cognitive and sensory limitations. Thank you for your attention. Yes, it would be a good idea to film test evacuation and to be able to take video recordings of real people behavior in fire.
Thank you, Elaine, for the